A woman hiking in a forest in Peru posted a photo online. At first glance, it looked normal, but in the background, something strange stood out. A boy-like figure appeared between the trees, slightly blurred, with his feet not touching the ground. He looked tall and out of place, like he was floating. The woman didn't recall anyone being that close to her when the photo was taken. Locals have talked about odd things in that forest, missing people, strange noises, sudden cold spots. But this has never happened before. One night, a Reddit user was walking through the woods near their home when a strong, foul smell stopped them in their tracks. Curious and uneasy, they followed the scent, which led them just off the trail. There, in a small clearing, they found something deeply disturbing. A dead chicken lay in the center of a crudely drawn pentagram. Surrounding it were strange objects, carefully placed, suggesting some kind of ritual or offering. The scene felt freshly disturbed, like whoever had been there left it only moments earlier. Whatever was happening in those woods remains a mystery. A TikTok user recently posted unsettling footage from an old cabin in Oregon, one her sister had been renovating. From the start, the place felt off. Strange things kept happening. But one day, while sitting in her car outside, the sister heard something unexpected. A landline phone ringing inside the abandoned house. Weird enough on its own, so she started recording. And then they saw this.
So, there's nothing hanging there. Fucking, what the fuck is that? It's creepy. It's gotta be something. I don't know what the fuck? What the fuck?
A dark shape slid silently across the balcony. It didn't move like a shadow, it moved like it was alive. Viewers quickly called it a shadow figure. Some even said it looked like a woman dressed in black. The uploader was adamant no one else was around. She'd been there all day, alone, and would have noticed a visitor. Plus, with limited parking and the cabin's remote location, the chance of someone sneaking in unnoticed seemed almost impossible. Shaken, they didn't investigate right away. Inside, the cabin was just as disturbing.
That porch, like that's where the door, okay, that's the door, right there. It's black, there's nothing in the door. There's nothing in the door right now, anyway. This is the outside of one part of it. Yeah, this place is just, it's insane. Okay, so here's the end. Okay, everything scares me. It's getting dark and I don't like being even right here. Yeah, this is the inside. I mean, just look. There's the sink is 1950s. The stove is 1950s something. Yeah, this place is just... So, it was a husband and wife who lived here. The husband died, I believe, first. I'm getting out of here. When it's more daylight out, I'll show you the inside better. Here is the stairwell, okay, that you see. There's the porch. And here is the doorway in question that, the notorious doorway that had whatever. Look at these are, notes still that, from Emily, the daughter. And, these are from the lady who died here. And then, oh, I hate it in here. I mean, it gets even creepier once you go downstairs. I'm not even going down. Well, okay, I said I'd do a walkthrough.
Old handwritten notes from someone named Emily were still scattered around. The sisters mentioned hearing that a man and woman once died on the property, but no solid details could be found. To this day, no one knows exactly what they captured that afternoon. So the question remains, who or what was on that balcony? While out with family in Oregon, something truly disturbing happened. Up ahead, someone blocked the road. Sensing the danger, the driver didn't hesitate. They threw the car in reverse and sped back. They narrowly avoided what could have been a very dangerous confrontation. If they had waited even a second longer, things might have gone terribly wrong. Thankfully, they made it out unharmed. A group of hikers were deep in the woods when an unshakable feeling crept over them, like someone or something was watching. One of them raised a flashlight and aimed it into the trees. That's when they saw this. A pale figure in a white dress standing completely still among the branches. Her face looked off, unnatural. She didn't move, she didn't blink, she just stared. The group slowly backed away and left. Not one of them dared to look back. To this day, none of them can explain what they saw in those woods. A group of 6 friends set out to hike Yosemite's Half Dome. By midday, they had reached the summit, but were caught in a sudden lightning storm. Bolts began striking the surrounding rocks, and in a terrifying moment, 2 members of the group were hit, one in the leg, the other on the back of the head. Both briefly lost consciousness and memory, but eventually recovered. Disoriented yet alive, the group took shelter in a cave until the storm eased. They then made the dangerous descent down the slippery granite. Fortunately, all survived. Jennifer and her friend were at a party on the outskirts of a small town in Mexico. After midnight, curiosity got the better of them. They decided to test the local legend, the story of a ghostly woman in white said to wander the roads at night weeping. As the party wound down, nearby dogs began barking, loud and restless.
Plebes, acabó la función. Andan los perros ladre y ladre acá afuera porque dicen que después de las 12 se aparece una señora que no sé qué, de blanco, que fue cadenas. Pero nosotros ahorita vimos a los perros y empezamos a oír ruidos. Y aquí andamos grabando. Ay, no, ese es un perro. No, yo no me quiero ir más lejos, me da miedo.
While laughing about the tale, Jennifer suddenly noticed the dogs grow more agitated, staring into the darkness. That's when they saw this.
Mira, 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 mira. Uy, está gritando. No mames. No chingue.
Out of nowhere, a pale figure in white appeared, and from a distance, the sound of quiet crying could be heard. Could it really have been her? A family from Oregon went for a casual walk in the woods and snapped a few photos, including one of their young daughter. Everything seemed normal until they got home. While checking the pictures, they spotted something strange. Next to their daughter stood a tall figure, completely transparent, draped in what looked like a cloak. It wasn't something they had noticed while taking the photo, it was only visible in the image. Even creepier, their daughter was looking up directly at it, as if she had seen it too. I wonder if they asked their daughter. YouTuber Jenna Alexis, known for her peaceful solo camping videos, had planned a quiet bushcraft trip deep in Crownland. She crossed a river, set up her shelter, and started filming. Everything seemed calm at first, but things quickly took an unsettling turn. Though she didn't film the moment directly, Jenna mentioned that a white SUV pulled up near her camp. Inside was a man, just sitting, watching. She brushed it off, thinking maybe he was just checking out the area. But then he came back. Same SUV, same behavior, no words, just staring. The third time he returned, something in her gut told her this wasn't right.
I'm not even taking the time to pack up nicely because I just want to get out of here. goodbye to the campsite that once almost was. I don't think I left anything. Okay. Barely got everything in my bag because I didn't like fold everything properly. I'm just trying to get out of here. I have half my stuff in my food bag. It's gonna be okay. He's not here right now. Like, this is where he pulled out to. And he literally took a look at me and turned around and pulled out. But I know it was the same car. It was like a white SUV with a bag over the back of his window. And he turned around and I saw that same bag. So yeah, I'm fucking out of here. Even if that guy didn't mean any harm and he was just trying to camp here, I don't like when somebody knows where I'm camping when I'm by myself. Like, I want to be hidden and unseen, and I don't want some man to know that I'm alone in the woods. I'm coming back to my van. Okay. Back of the van. That was a mad dash. Luckily it's not dark out just yet, so I'm gonna head home. I don't like driving in the dark, but like, even in the van, I don't really want to sleep out here.
She didn't hesitate. She packed up fast, barely organizing her gear, and rushed back to her van. Whatever his intentions were, Jenna didn't stick around to find out. In 2022, a group of paranormal investigators ventured deep into the woods. That's when they stumbled upon something truly unsettling.
Looks like a satanic cult spot, honestly. Why is this made? Like, who? It's just like stuck on.
What appeared to be an active ritual site. At the center of a small clearing sat a burned out fire ring, surrounded by carefully arranged sticks. But the strangest part,
No way.
a doll, completely untouched, sat perfectly at the very center of the fire ring. The placement felt intentional, as if whoever performed the ritual had just left. Some believe it was voodoo inspired, maybe a summoning, maybe a ward of protection, or maybe a curse. Whatever it wasn't meant to be found. While hiking through a quiet stretch of nature, this man spotted something deeply suspicious.
Bak bak çekiyorum. Yaktı. Yaktı. Bir daha yakıyor. Bir daha yaktı.
Abi. Bu kadar çakmakla hemen nasıl alev oluyor?
Baba bir daha yakıyor bak bak. Bu bilinçli yapılan yangın değil mi? Bak ileri gidiyor, ileri de yakacak şimdi. Yukarı çıktı. Yukarı da yakacak. Orada yaktı. Evet orada yaktı. Oğlum nasıl yanıyor ya?
A lone figure walking slowly among the trees, lighting small fires. It wasn't part of any controlled burn, and as the flames began to creep through the dry underbrush, the man vanished, disappearing into the woods. Why would someone do this? Unfortunately, the exact location is unknown, making it difficult to uncover what happened next. A British tourist was walking across a frozen lake in Finland when he spotted a massive handprint in the ice. It wasn't just bigger than his hand, it was bigger than his foot. In Finnish folklore, giants are believed to have shaped the land, creating lakes and mountains. These stories have been passed down for centuries. Locals who know the legends couldn't ignore the resemblance. What was supposed to be a fun monthly group hike took an unsettling turn. The girls had stopped briefly on the trail to take photos and laugh a little for social media, but just as they resumed walking, something felt off. One man stood ahead. He clearly didn't look like a hiker. They sensed danger. Then, as they turned, another man emerged from the woods. They ran to the car, shaken but safe, left wondering what might have happened if they hadn't run. This woman was out hiking in nature when she spotted something truly unexplainable. A triangle-shaped craft hovering silently in the sky. No engine noise, no movement that matched any known aircraft. Could this have been a genuine UFO sighting, or is there a more logical explanation for what she witnessed that day? A family was hiking through a rugged trail in the Teton Range when they were suddenly caught in a violent hailstorm.
Ow! Look at this hail!
The sky darkened without warning, and within minutes, hailstones came crashing down, forcing them to sprint for cover. But with no shelter in sight, things got scary. Fortunately, the hail didn't last long, and everyone made it out okay. While scanning Nevada on Google Maps, a user came across something bizarre etched into the desert. As they zoomed in, an isolated house came into view, and near it, a lone figure in a white robe was seen riding a bicycle. But the oddities didn't stop there. A little further out, a group of people dressed in identical white robes stood in a perfect circle around the spiral, frozen in a strange, synchronized pose. Was it a cult, a ritual, or just some kind of art project? A woman was hiking off-trail through a dense green forest when she noticed something deeply unsettling. A lone man, older, dressed in dark clothes, was watching her from a distance. He wasn't carrying any gear. He didn't look lost. He didn't call out for help. He just stood there, staring. Feeling uneasy, she quickly snapped a photo for her safety and said the man stopped following her the moment he realized she had noticed him. It makes you wonder, what were his intentions? And what if she hadn't seen him in time? In 2022, a TikToker captured something strange flying high above during his hike.
Wait, what the? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh wait, focus. It's not a fucking bird. A hawk doesn't turn orange.
Moments later, 4 military jets appeared to chase it.
What is that? Dude, I can't get on my camera. What is this, dude? Wait, look. What? Oh! Dude, they see it. What is that?
Many called it the clearest UFO sighting on record. In 2020, the Pentagon released videos showing Navy pilots tracking unidentified objects, but they admitted they had no explanation. So I guess it remains a mystery. A couple hiking deep in the Canadian wilderness had their peaceful walk interrupted. As they wandered through the forest, the husband suddenly froze, took the camera, and focused on something crouched far off in the trees. The footage shows a hairy, human-like creature hunched and still. As the camera zoomed in, it lost clarity, and just then, the creature stood up and ran away. Was it human or not? A group of friends decided to spend the night in a forest near Manaus. But as they were setting up hammocks to rest, strange sounds echoed from deep in the trees. It was close. Too close.
Vamos embora aqui, o negócio tá feio aqui pra aqui, ó. Olha a canoa lá embaixo, lá a canoa lá, ó. Tu é doido? Olha. Deus me livre, bora compadre. Tá no baixão mesmo, ó. Bora, já tá rede aqui pra nós ir varar, ó. Ninguém vai dormir aqui não, é doido? Não vai dormir aqui não, de jeito nenhum.
They froze, trying to make sense of the noise, but the air grew tense. Whatever it was, it didn't sound human or safe. Without waiting to investigate, they packed up and left in a rush. Online, some said it could have been a howler monkey or a jaguar. Others believed it was something far more eerie. Something that doesn't belong in daylight. Either way, it's a good thing they left. In 2022, a Facebook user from Texas went live after hearing strange screeching and screaming noises near his home. The sounds were loud and unexplainable, and they seemed to come from the sky, not the ground. He tried to locate the source, but it kept shifting direction, always out of reach. Then he saw this.
There's a sound screaming, it's like a scream. It's so freaking loud, and it's coming from up in the air, like up there. It's been going on now. What is that? I swear I saw like this thing when the lightning was flashing a second ago. What the fuck? Dude, that's coming from like up in the sky outside of my apartment.
The lights sparked wild theories, from UFOs to possible alien encounters. It wasn't just how they looked, it was how suddenly they appeared out of nowhere. People watching were left wondering if this was the beginning of something bigger, or just one more mystery they refuse to explain. While walking through the dark woods of a remote forest with a flashlight, the uploader noticed a cluster of glowing red dots hovering on a nearby hill. There were no houses, towers, or people around. The lights didn't resemble anything natural or familiar, they just pulsed silently in the dark. Some guessed aliens. But since the video was uploaded without explanation, no answers ever came. Julian and Sven, a couple travelling through Europe in their vintage van, faced a terrifying moment while wild camping along Italy's Mediterranean coast.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. We just left the car like 3 minutes ago, then got a notification on our phone from our security system that someone's trying to break in, or somebody broke in. Sven already ran back. Oh, please no. All of our things are in there. Everything.
Just minutes after stepping away, they got a notification. Someone was breaking into their van.
Okay, so the door was closed.
It was like that.
There was a cover.
And yeah, there was a cover, and I saw immediately the center pedal was lying down there. We didn't do that, and we left the cover there. And then I saw, look at the locks. The sliding door can't be opened anymore. It's blocked. I don't know. This one, I locked it before, and it's open. They just went in here, and then they grabbed
everything they could.
Everything they could.
So my handbag was down here. Luckily there's nothing important basically in my handbag. My handbag is a trash bag. But
except our passports.
There were our passports and Felix vaccination and pet passport inside. So this is gone, but this is just paper. We're in Europe, it doesn't really matter. We can cross the borders with our ID cards, and for Felix, he will be fine. No one will check it. It's okay.
The door is not broken. They just like climbed inside the car from the other side and grabbed everything they could. And unfortunately, I already saw it. Our camera is gone. And oh my god, it's
our full camera bag.
My full backpack with all the camera stuff inside is gone. The drone is gone.
The
like
camera,
all of our, the camera, the lenses and our memory cards, and this is very.
Aber ich habe alles importiert.
So, luckily, I don't know why. So these robbers are stupid, because right next to my camera bag was my laptop, and this thing is.
The laptop is so expensive.
It's so expensive, and I'm so happy they didn't take this one.
I mean, our camera gear is expensive too.
Yes, but on the laptop there's everything from our stuff, like all of our documents and everything. So I'm so happy they didn't take it.
Though shaken, they stayed resilient, turning the incident into a reminder. Van life brings freedom, but also real risks. 2 people were driving home along a remote dirt road when they noticed something strange. In the distance, they saw what looked like a small child standing alone near the trees. At first, they assumed the child was lost, but as they approached, the figure ran straight into the forest and vanished. Startled, they panicked.
André, tu quer ir ali ao menino? É um menininho, Drayton. Olha, Drayton, tá gritando. Misericórdia.
But curiosity pulled them back, hoping to understand what they saw. But the dense woods were too thick to enter, the crying had stopped, and fear took over. They left, this time for good. What they saw that night still haunts them, and they wonder if they made the right choice to leave. While testing her new flashlight, this woman experienced something strange.
From the flashlight, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
How am I just seeing the
Put it back.
flashlight circle?
How are we seeing the shadow of the tree from the flashlight when it's the sky behind the tree? And why is there a stop point at the end of my flashlight when it's pointed at the sky? Why isn't it going on farther?
Like, what the fuck is this?
Don't cuss.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't make any sense.
Why? You can see the shadow.
Maybe I'm just dumb and I just don't get it.
You can see the shadow.
There's a fucking shadow in the sky.
You can see the shadow.
Hold on, let me see if I can zoom. There's a shadow.
And like, I don't get it.
You're going too fast, honey.
Why
Okay.
can't we see the circle of light? I don't feel like I've ever seen that before in my life.
I don't think I have either, not in the sky. It just kind of disappears, you know? Oh.
I wonder if I was standing in front of the house if I could see this. Because you know those party lights? Like the party lasers and stuff?
Yeah.
As she pointed her flashlight at a nearby tree, its shadow appeared, cast high across the sky. Some claim it's evidence of the firmament, an ancient theory that the sky is a solid dome above us, described in old texts and legends. Others believe it was simply a rare atmospheric illusion, light bending just the right way. Whatever the cause, it left many people wondering what was going on. Sydney, a solo travel vlogger living out of her SUV, drove into Missouri's backwoods despite bad weather. The peaceful mood faded as the storm rolled in.
This all just looks really spooky. Okay, so basically the issue is that I was supposed to turn down that road down there, and there's a giant tree in front of it, and it looks really creepy and unkept. It's supposed to storm. I'm basically in a hurricane. I'm in like hurricane weather right now. And I have a feeling that if I stay this far deep in the woods, a bunch of branches are gonna fall and block me when I want to leave tomorrow. So I think I might just camp at the fire tower.
She reached a remote fire tower to camp but felt uneasy, too isolated and quiet.
Well, this is only a tad creepy. I feel like I'm attracting all the bears. I'm actually really scared of the whole bear thing right now. I don't know what I was thinking. This was so smelly. I should not have made dinner. I actually am very freaked out. Putting my oven away, my stove away. This is just gonna be dirty in my car. I have this plate of food and I need to eat it, but I'm so scared. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to eat as much as I can, and I think I might move to a campsite like over there.
Strong winds and the smell of food made her worry about bears. Cooking by flashlight, every sound in the woods made her tense.
Okay, I'm checking to see if there's even a place to like pull in. You're probably like, wow, that made such a difference in where you're camping before. Well, I don't know. I'm just spooked. I'm spooked. So, moving my campsite, even if it is like just 50 yards, 30 yards, whatever, makes me feel a bit better.
Even after shifting campsites, the fear stayed. She spent the night on edge. No incident happened, but the silence and isolation left a lasting chill. This man went to investigate an abandoned ghost town, but the moment he arrived, something felt off. And then he saw this. A dark figure standing still, staring at him from a shattered window. Its face pitch black, with glowing white eyes. The figure vanished, only to reappear moments later behind a crumbling wall. Moments later again, in another window. He didn't wait around to figure out what it was. He turned and ran straight to his car. So the question remains, was something really watching his every move, or was it just another staged video? A mother and her young daughter were sitting outside, quietly watching the trees ahead. Suddenly, the daughter pointed toward the branches and said something chilling. There's a person in there wearing goggles. Startled, the mother began filming. Some viewers swear they can make out a vague human-like shape hidden in plain sight. Others see nothing at all. So, what do you see? Now, share your scary story below and watch this next video.